Hey, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. This is David Steele, and here's me truck. And you just heard a boat horn, a cargo ship horn. And yes, they have finally delivered this herd of cattle. They're about 12 hours late. And that gives me a slight issue, because cattle are supposed to be hauled during the daytime. So I'm going to go ahead and just move off here. Because it's now, 10:45 at night, and these cattle are going to be at Bushnell Farms in Reading in the morning before 9. So it's a 6-hour drive. I've got 10 hours to do it in, and you're not supposed to move livestock at night. So we may have to do we may just have to evade, so shall we say, some imperial entanglements. That's probably not entirely true. We just got to avoid the cops, if we can. And the weather's miserable. That's probably why the cargo ship was late. And yeah, we've got 88,000 pounds of McDonald's on the back. Sorry, pre-McDonald's on the back. So this could be a good trip. I think I've got the right equipment for the run now. We'll talk about that in just a second. I think he's going to stop. And it's been a hot minute since I've driven Red Thunder, and she's feeling a little long, and it doesn't help the fact that this trailer is also pretty long. That is one big trailer. That's the Wilson cattle hauler. It's a nice mod, and you can carry pretty chunky cattle hauls with it. I mean, 88,000 pounds. That's not to be sniffed at. That's a lot of. It's a lot of cow. A lot of cowage, I suppose you might say. Also new again today. Well, not entirely new. I've got a revised microphone setup. I know I mentioned in a video recently I was getting fed up with the mic quality and the sound quality, and just wasn't able to really get it working for me. So did some more research, some more playing around, some more investigation, and hopefully it's going to sound better today. It's a bit of a compromise in how I've got my desk and my microphone set up, and I use this desk for way more than playing American Truck Simulator. So whatever I do with it, it's going to be a compromise, and I'm okay with a compromise. But yeah, it was a bit of a compromise to bar. Oh, fancy a beer. There's a bar over there. Well, not right now. So we're going to have to make like a tree and get out of here. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, actually. I wonder if I can just use both lanes. Well, we're going to go for the outside lane and try not to run into any traffic. I think I've got the power to make the climb. It's just whether or not I'm going to avoid other traffic, because if something comes up my inside, watch what happens to the trailer in the mirror as we start to turn in. Yeah, it's going over both lanes. And we may have the power, but we're certainly changing down. This is a pretty steep gradient. I'm at full load, full power right now. Okay. 7th works. Although, is it going to shift up anytime? I encourage the shift up, and that, okay, putting it into 8 certainly helped. I guess we're governed at 1800 revs, which I forget about the MX-13, because that's what we're running today. We're running a Packard MX-13. We're running the 510 version. So that's 1850 foot-pounds of torque and 510 rated horsepower. It's the most powerful of the MX-13 series. And I like it, but it's not always, it's not a performance king, shall we say. Transmission-wise, well, this is a Packard TX18, also known as an Endurant XD. It's an 18-speed automated box. It's a new generation transmission, so it's supposed to be smarter, more adaptive at changing gear, and it's faster. Now, the adaptation technology, that hasn't changed in the game, but the gear shift speed is a little sharper than the Ultra Shift. We've got a 336 final drive today, which gives me very similar gearing to the stock 18-speed Ultra Shift, and my low fuel lights come on. I should have checked that before I picked up the cattle. I've got 250 miles to go. Let's see, what's my estimated range?
How many times do I have to
Oh, I'm speeding. In theory, I've got enough fuel to get there. Yeah, I don't know whether I really want to trust that though. That could end in tears very, very easily. Let's cycle through my trick computer again. Yeah, it says low fuel. So with this gearbox, the truck feels usefully performant. It's got good acceleration. It's got reasonable high-speed cruising, and it's not a sacrifice. What? Whoops. That's my first speeding ticket. At least I think it's speeding. I didn't see what it was. Okay. We're going to be left-hand lane here. Yeah, I'm driving like a bit of a hooligan right now. I can't see half my keyboard. That's my excuse. The honking great big microphone in the way. Yes, okay, we don't need to see a keyboard. I've got a controller, and I've got a whole bunch of controls mapped to that, so I think I'll be fine. I will need to get some motion lotion, though. It would not do to run out of fuel. I would not live that one down. Well, we'll get around the corner. It's going to short shift me all the way up to 55, I reckon. Okay. I'm cool with this bulk hauler or cement pulling out in front of me. Are we going to have anywhere to buy fuel between here and Reading? Well, we should do, hopefully. But I don't see anything right now. Let's just keep going, and we'll hope for the best when we get further north. As I say, I've got an eighth of a tank, and it's a pretty big tank, so I think I'll be okay. And it stopped raining, so that's a good thing too, right? Now, I have been running this this transmission with even taller gearing, and that's been okay. But for California work, the speed limit's 55, and if you're gonna stick to 55, you usually need a little, if you want to use top gear, you want to use slightly shorter than maybe a 285 as a final drive, to avoid what's happening here, which is the constant downshifts. Choose the right hand lane. I don't need to be in the middle lane. So engine will happily cruise from 900 revs. We don't need 1,000 revs. It'll do 900 completely fine, and I'm happy with that. But I'm going to encourage it to move up through the gears. It'll do 55, so it'll do 50 in top gear, I believe. But I'm going to leave it in 17. So we're about to go back up a slight gradient, like so. And I think I'm going to grab myself some coffee. Oops, I moved into the middle lane. And this, I think it's a Jeep. No, it's not. It backed off quite aggressively. And why is my phone blowing up? Yeah, I really didn't need it to blow up on me. Okay. Let's shut that bad boy down. Oops, and don't forget to steer correctly, David. So, let's look up and just check where we're at. We're 17 gear in 42 miles an hour. Okay. So yeah, 18 speed automated gearbox, 1850 foot-pounds of torque, 88,000 pounds of moo cows behind me, and I would say that we are doing okay. I've encouraged it to shift up into the top gear. It's got that wonderful MX-13 lope about it. Can certainly see the way in how Red Thunder's handling right now, but I gotta say, whoops, shouldn't knock the microphone. I'm happy with how this MX-13's been shaping up. Okay. Which lane do I use? I was going to use the left-hand lane, but I think I'm in the right lane. Yeah, I want to drive through the automated toll booth. I don't really want to. Oh no, wrong lane. Oh, you know what? Let's just choose this. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it was. And now this is intimidating because everything is going around me much, much faster. Okay. Whoa. Really? You both just want to sabotage me like that? They don't mean to do it to you, David. They're just the AI. They're following the pre-programmed routes. You were in their way. Drink some coffee. You'll be fine. Don't bother to use your indicator. Move into the middle lane. Renew your membership with the Middle Lane Owners Club. You'll be fine.
Caution.
And I'm speeding again. Okay. 1200 revs at 60 miles an hour is quite a reasonable engine speed. It's about 1100 at 55, which we'll see in just a second when we get down there again. There we go. So 1100 is, it's actually a squeak below 1100 revs, but the MX-13 is perfectly happy at this sort of speed. I need to be in the right-hand lane. Okay, work on your steering. Let's switch my trick computer to show my remaining fuel. I've got a horrible feeling that it's lower than I hope. So it's saying 140 miles till we run out. Yeah, it's burning it quicker than the trick computer was originally expecting, and I figured that was the case. We've gone through some hills. We've left from San Francisco, so hopefully it's going to settle down on a cruise, but I really want to get some fuel between now and my destination. Here's a fuel stop, but I think just that I really want to get fuel. I don't want to go here. I mean, look, it's complicated to get to. There'll be a better one, right? Maybe. Yes, there is. I can see there's a better one, actually. It looks like almost directly due north of me right now, just off Interstate 5. Okay. And I'm sure we've got enough fuel to get there. 17 gallons, that's plenty. Right? Well, it's actually really not, but we may be alright. Alright, let's kill the power right now. Let's coast it. So we've got to take this pretty tight right-hander. Let's slow down so I don't upset the cows behind me, because that might cause other motorists to skid. So that's right, coming off the power. Here's my exit. Let's get on some service brakes. Gently does it, just easing into this tight right-hand corner. Trying to be smooth for the cows behind me. Bit of a climb here, but that's okay. Yeah, we've lost a lot of speed, but right, squeeze on some power. We want to signal left. The road is clear.
Keep left.
Okay. I made that look like it was harder than it really was, I think, rather than made it look easy. Right, wheels back, wings back even, wheels up, wings back, cruise at 55, take another slurp of coffee. There's nothing behind me, so I don't need to bother using my indicator because I want to merge left in a second, but I really need this coffee right now. Yeah, and here's my stop. I'm going to stop here. I really don't want to be running out of fuel, and this is a better stop than the last one I saw. It's not as complicated to get to. So let's tell the world we're turning right, or we're leaving the interstate. A little bit of engine brake.
straight.
I had loads, 100 miles left of range. Yeah, that will go really, really quickly. The more powerful the engine, the easier it is to burn a lot of fuel. I mean, even just going up a hill and keeping hold of 55 it burns a lot of diesel. So, we did need to stop. I did not want to assume it would be okay, and it turns out that it's really not. That's not what I had in mind.
Never mind. I'll find
I like playing the gas gauge, but probably not in Red Thunder. Okay.
Turn right.
I think this is our turning. Yes, it is. Yep, okay.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Turn left.
Right, well, I think that just about does it for today's video. This was more of anything else, was just a sound test. Just really wanted to see how well this would work. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Like I say, it's quick and it's dirty, but I want to check the mic, see how things work out, and just show you that yes, Red Thunder is still around. She has over 1.5 million miles on the clock now, and I'm still enjoying it. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.